Now, obviously, Loa On is pretty much like the LOA Lost Ark Online, I think, and maybe it isn't LOA. Yeah, no, probably online. Yeah, that I think it's Lost Ark's version of BlizzCon. Okay, where they just it's like a live letter or something similar to that. Yeah, it's their BlizzCon or something similar, and they made a bunch of new announcements for Lost Ark. We're gonna take a look at them right now. Here we go.
Hi and welcome. In today's video I'm going to show you the most important and exciting things coming to Lost Ark in 2023. All of this was revealed in today's Loaon, which is the place where we get info regarding the future of Lost Ark. This is a big event held yearly in Korea where they present their plans, big changes, new additions, etc. To Lost Ark. Without further ado, a huge shout out to Mr. Golden River, which was there, made his appearance to say hi to everyone. And starting with important things.
So is he? I thought he was leaving Lost Ark. Yeah, is that not happening? I'm very confused. He did? Oh, he was pretty sick? Okay. He came back as COO. He's still on leave? Okay.
Probably the coolest things announced, which are 3 new classes. We already knew about the female berserker, which is called Slayer. They also had a trailer for that, so let's watch it.
Oh, shit. Nice. Okay. Looks good to me. So this is like basically the female berserker. I'm assuming it's pretty much the same as the male one with like a couple of different changes. Because I think that's how some of the other like male and female classes work. It's kind of like a couple, yeah. 2 big changes, yeah. It's stronger? I don't know if it is or not. It certainly seems good. Holy fuck. What the fuck? God damn.
Then we have a new assassin class called the Soul Eater. This one doesn't control the power of the demon, but actually harnesses it. So I think it's going to be a pretty interesting gameplay for this class. And then lastly, they also announced a new gender unlocked class, which is the male scrapper. Just because they felt there is not enough male classes coming out to Lost Ark. Just
yeah,
like
I agree. I mean, I've never really been a big fan of the games that have like a gender lock. Like I just don't like it. I don't see like the benefit of that. And if I could just play a character, male or female, that would be better. But that's the way the game is. I played PoE as well, so I'm very well, you know, I'm used to this.
Guys are feeling very often. At least now we have a male scrapper on its way sometime in 2023.
Great.
Then we talked about class balance, which continues in January for the Korean region and afterwards for us as well. They also talked about balance patch cadence, which will be on a 4 to 5 month cycle. This is pretty nice, and I think it's actually really good.
I think doing it with new content's the best idea.
Balance patches so often during the year. New continent Voldis, which also has a new abyssal dungeon. Voldis also holds the key to new progression in Lost Ark, and it appears to be through a new system called the Elixir system, which improves attributes of your character, like extra boss damage, etc. We don't know much about this, but it's a feature that's coming to the game in 2023, which will allow further progression, further power gain for your character. Another new continent.
I'm curious to see what that's going to be.
This is the place where the Chain War story starts. They said they're going to have many cinematic dungeons as you progress with your story through Kurzan. 2023 also brings the Inferno version of the Legion Raid Belshazzar. I know we just received this in normal mode, but something to look forward to. People in the West were also worried that there's going to be 6 gates that they have to do Inferno and go through that deathless. However, the devs decided that just gate 5 and 6 are going to be part of Belshazzar Inferno mode. So something.
Oh, so they're not gonna make like the whole thing hard mode. It's just like the last two parts that are the most difficult or the most well known. Yeah, I think that makes sense.
Pretty nice to look forward to. I bet it's going to be very difficult, but at least it's just 2 gates to go through as opposed to 6 for a future Deathless title, right? On top of that, we're also getting Inferno mode for Hanumatan. Hanumatan is a Guardian raid that we don't have yet.
Right?
It's a 15-20 piece of content, and the same as Achates, which we do have an Hell mode for, or Inferno mode for.
I hated that boss.
Is going to have one in 2023. A new Guardian raid, Gargadith. We also have a trailer for this, so let's take a look.
Alright, let's see it. Oh shit. Cool. So what does he do? The Giga Chat and Murloc? Yeah, exactly. It looks like he doesn't even do anything, he just dies. There's like no red circles at all. Oh, he just ate him. Oh, fuck. That's cool. What the fuck? That's a frog?
In terms of Legion raids, we're going to get the opportunity to fight Thaymine. The devs said that this is going to be very hard, not only mechanically, but also the environment somehow is going to make it feel as a hard content to do.
Thaymine, I think this is probably going to be one of the cooler ones. He's the guy that in every cinematic, he just doesn't say anything. They'll cut to him, and it just is like the triple dot, and then they just go to somebody else. Yeah, that's it.
Also mentioned that even though it's going to be very hard at first, it is going to get nerfed once many people have finished it, just because they want it to be part of a pleasant weekly experience as opposed to a continuously inferno-like mode that you feel obliged to clear on a weekly basis. All sidereals will be available in Thaymine, as far as I understand.
That's interesting.
As opposed to just 3, which is a pretty interesting concept. After Thaymine, because the Korean players were wondering what comes after Thaymine Legion raid. There's going to be Kazeros afterwards. There is just.
What about what about Carmine? Are we just not gonna fight him? Like I'm confused. Yeah, I thought it was gonna be Carmine. Maybe there's more in the story. I don't know.
We just have an image of
he's a good guy.
The place
yeah,
where
we'll
Kazeros is located at. This looks very similar to an Aeon picture with the Abyss, by the way.
Yeah, looks cool.
It just came to my mind. Graphics improvement was also something that was highlighted during today's Law On, and the changes are, I would say, quite beautiful. We also have a trailer for this. Take a look.
That actually looks really good. Yeah, the fidelity, because like you got to remember, I think Lost Ark is made in Unreal 3 engine. Like the engine for Lost Ark is super, super fucking old. Yeah, this is way better. Wow. It's like the original area. Let me go back. Just a sec. I want to see, like, that's Trixion, which is like the area you begin in. Yeah, that's like fucking 1,000 times better. Yeah, look at that. Holy shit. Night and day, yeah. Wow. I think there's gonna be a problem with making the game more immersive through better graphics because it's isometric. I think a game is gonna be limited by being isometric for how immersive it can be for somebody.
could potentially come out to the West sooner rather than waiting a long time after Korea gets it. MVP changes for support players. We were actually talking in my last stream on Twitch about support players, and again with new content comes sort of a feeling of a shortage of supports for that new content, and people were saying that if it would be a bit more rewarding for support players, or if I could see how much I'm contributing to the party's damage, I would play one. So the new changes to the MVP system are exactly that. Supports can now see a little bit more as to how much did they actually participate in the total.
I think it would be really nice, especially for Lost Ark being a pay-to-win Korean whale game, to have more information at the end of the fight to show people how much damage they did, how much stagger they did, how much healing they did, etc. Because it makes people feel better about playing the game all fucking day.
Damage of the
Sure, why
team
not?
by
Yeah,
just
exactly.
them being there with their support buffs. And speaking about supports, the devs also mentioned that they're gonna look into adjusting the damage that support players do in solo content, so
That's exactly what they should do. And this is what they did back in WoW. Is like casters in Burning Crusade, they changed this. Because like casters used to not really do that much damage, and then they made it to where all healing gear had a spell damage coefficient to it, so it was easier for casters to go out, or not casters, healers, would have like certain amounts of healing power would also translate to spell power as well.
they can feel happier playing that particular content. So another big plus for support players. Several quality of life improvements, better overview for bracelets, for example, which is something that I really hope is going to come very shortly after Korea to our version as well, because people are pretty confused. More inventory space for content materials like Legion raids, for example, and abyssal dungeons. All of these horns and scales are going to be stored in their own section. Legendary skins, by the way, the third iteration of them are coming to Korea in 2023. I know that we haven't even received
we haven't even gotten one of the legendary skins in the US version. The reason why we haven't gotten them is because the way that you got legendary skins was a gacha system, and Amazon was like, well, we don't think this is going to work in the West. This is like kind of what I'm assuming. We don't think this is going to work in the West, so like they're trying to figure out another way to put them into the game.
First iteration yet, because they're still working on a system that would
Fill
be
them
more
up Bozo's
appropriate
jar.
for our
Yeah.
audience, as opposed to the randomness again of Yoz's jar. So looking forward to that, but just saying this season 3 version also has an animated trail that your character leaves behind as you're walking.
Oh my fucking god, I need it.
Which is a super cool idea, something new to Lost Ark.
I'll have you guys know I played the game for almost an entire year now. I have not once changed my transmog. Every once in a while, I'll get like a new weapon. You know, if they put a new weapon on the store, oh, this is kind of cool. I've got some crystals. I might as well buy this one. That's it. Yeah, I'm using the same armor that I used on like level 40.
In terms of equipping a skin and having, a trade. I know it's not new in MMORPGs, but I'm really happy that it's
not
going to be present in Lost Ark, at least in the future for us as well. We have new horizontal content, Primal Island, and also the League/Dota game modes within Lost Ark.
Okay.
It's with towers and mobs, and you have like 5 in-game skills redone to fit this game mode, but
That's
very
interesting.
similar to MOBAs, right? How you would use the skills there. You can pick any class that you want. Class from Lost Ark, by the way, even if you don't have that class on your roster, same as you pick your heroes in Dota, in League, etc. And you can just...
That's actually good. Yeah, if you can play whatever you want, that would actually make it more popular.
Versus
That's
another
smart.
team of whatever, it's going to be 4 or 5 people. Pretty interesting. I'm actually looking forward to this particular mode. I'm personally a little bit worried that there's not enough time to enjoy all of this in Lost Ark on top of what a normal player would actually be doing in game on a daily or weekly basis. However,
well, maybe they should make it to where you don't have to do Guardian raids on every fucking character 2 times every single day, and then they'd have more time to do the other content. I don't know. I mean, like maybe don't have an alt system where you have to do the same thing 7 times on 7 characters. Like I mean I don't know. I mean maybe that could be a good idea.
by the time we're gonna get these game modes, maybe we're gonna be more in the clear in terms of this speedy progression to catch up to what the game has to offer right now in Korea at end game, which is
I think the biggest problem that Lost Ark has right now for Western players is that I think that the alt system for Lost Ark doesn't appeal to Western players in the same way as it does to Korean players. Like having to just like make a bunch of different characters to just kind of continuously build up more and more stuff. I think that's, yeah, people just don't like it. I don't know why they haven't been able to find a better solution for it. It doesn't make sense.
But I'm just saying that I really hope we're going to have time for this as well. Then they talked about the third awakening skill, which is something that many Korean players at least were expecting or waiting for their characters. These are going to be different than the current awakening skills, as in you can only use it once, and also there's special camera movements as you use it. They have a trailer. They showed a couple of awakenings, so we can take a look at that.
Let's see it. Let's see the warrior one. Okay, good. It's good. All right. Yep. That's about right. Looks good to me. Yeah. Yep. What the fuck?
And lastly, something that I think has the potential to strike a good note
with
the Western audience is the fact that the devs mentioned to look into adding skins for the transformation of the Shadow Hunter and the Machinist. So when you are in demon form, you will be able to have a skin for that period of time, for that demon form that you can choose. What these skins might be or how they might look, we don't know yet, but right now there's a big debate on the forums as to why we got a different version of the Shadow Hunter transformation than Korea did.
I feel like that's like 1% of the problems that the game has. I think alts and like the repetitive nature of the gameplay loop that Lost Ark currently has, that's really what the issue is. Yeah, Fions are the issue, not skins.
So maybe there's a chance that reskinning that version will help players that don't like the current version feel better about it by using a skin. The same goes for the Iron Man suit, for example. It can actually be an Iron Man suit. Maybe they can do a collab with the Iron Man movies, same as they did with The Witcher, where I'm actually Iron Man when I'm a machinist in transformation mode. Other than that, I wish you have lots of fun in Lost Ark. I'm gonna see you really soon, either in my next stream on Twitch or here on YouTube in my next video.
Oh my god. Oh fuck. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Yep, there it is. Of course, Lila. Yeah, that's from the ending cinematic after you finish the whole quest line. Why'd you pause it? Because it's over in 1 second. It's the last second of the video. I quit the game until they removed Fions. Whenever you said on Twitter, I agreed and quit on the spot. I don't think that... The thing is, like, just because you quit, like... this is what I said about Fions. Is that if every single player quit the game because of Fions... Fions would be out of the game in 1 day. They serve no purpose. They have no goal. They do nothing other than waste your money. It doesn't make any sense. Yeah, the game is dead in the West. I think it would be a lot less dead if they actually made the features a little bit better and easier to use and not as annoying. That's it. Fions won't make me quit even if I hate them. Yeah, I'm not going to quit over it if nobody else is. That's how I say it. They're lowering Fion prices. Yeah, I heard about that for Tier 3 gear. That's great. Not this game available in my country and others. What do you think? Well, that obviously sucks, man. Fions have never hindered me, to be honest. Well, then why do they matter? If they never even affected you, then why have them in the game? I just don't see the purpose for them for people that want to buy and sell things on the marketplace. It just seems like a better idea. But at this point, I don't know. I think the player base just doesn't really give enough of a fuck about it for anything to actually change. So that's kind of the way that I see it. Either way, obviously, I played Lost Ark a lot. I pretty much stopped playing it seriously, like every single day after I completed a lot of the mini game and like side content. Like I got all my skill point potions, my character's level 60. My gear is like 15, 20 something item level, I think. And I'll probably do Belshazzar maybe tomorrow if I have time to do it and see what it's about, because I would like to try it out and kind of see how hard it is and maybe start working toward the ancient gear. I just don't know yet. Such a shame. Gameplay's phenomenal. Yeah, the gameplay for Lost Ark is really, really good, man. I like it a lot. Did you solo Caligos Guardian? Caligos. Isn't that Velganos? Yeah, I did that in like 3 tries on the minimum item level. It was... The thing is, I would have... Oh, new Guardian. Oh, fuck. Yeah, I need to go try that then. Yeah, I'll have to go back and try it again. And it's a new Velganos. Okay. Yeah, I'll have to look. It's for 1490. Holy shit. Yeah, I think also another issue is that I wish that there was a way that instead of doing repetitive content a bunch, you could do hard content once. Because, like, I wish I could do a Chaos Dungeon where I could fight all of the mobs at the same time and then just finish it in like 30 seconds. I don't like the on-rails approach to it, because Chaos Dungeons are really fun, but doing them 100 times is not. Just do a hard one once a week or a day. Yeah, like WoW. Kind of like WoW, yeah. It's just that, like, minimizing the unnecessary, like, repetitive activities the game has is the main thing that Lost Ark needs to do. I hope they do it. But Cywo's been making Lost Ark content for, like, fucking forever. Like, he was one of the first people I started watching for Lost Ark content before the game came out here in the US. So make sure to give him a sub, give him a follow if you haven't already, because he puts out pretty good content for the game. Promoting pay-to-win MMOs just makes more pay-to-win MMOs. I don't really think it matters, honestly. I think people are just going to play them no matter what. If the game is good, that's all people really care about. Everything else besides that, it's all noise. Like, nobody cares about anything else besides just if the game is good or not.